Hello everyone, I am SuperGod, and today we will be reviewing the top 5 Skelly. This video is dedicated to my dad. This is sort of a birthday present to him since he asked me to make this, and I'm putting this video up the day before his birthday. And this is also the last week I am home before I leave for camping. So all of you will be able to look forward to some possibly camping related mods. But until then, we will focus on the top 5 Skellies and get into our first mod.
Number 1.
Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, SuperGod, why is Laura Bloodreina, your weekly mod's character, naked? Well, it's not just because she's very attractive. Our first mod is a skeleton race, which is an entirely new race for Skyrim, with its own description. The description reads, "My old bones are fragile and weak. I feel as if I am a skeleton. I'm awake now. Skeletons are everywhere in Skyrim. Are you one of them?" Now, this mod is for male and female, not that gender makes a difference when you're a skeleton. And I also find it funny that you can choose things like your nose type when you don't even have a nose. And since we are a Skelly, I feel we need a new name. Skelly Bloodreina, we shall call her. She will be the Skellyborn we've all been waiting for. Her bones will creak into battle. I really love the sound in this mod. It is probably the best part about being a Skelly. This mod also has a lot of customization. You can craft beards, hair, eyes, and armor to customize your Skelly to your liking. It is a perfect mod for becoming an immersive Skelly. I rate this mod 10 Skellies out of 10. It deserves all the Skellies because it is a Skelly. Now, on to our next mod.
Number 2.
Now, being a Skelly is pretty cool, but how are we going to protect these old creaky bones? Well, with a Skelly related armor mod. This next mod is Dragon Priest Armor, which adds 4 sets of armor, each craftable at the tanning rack, costing dragon bones, dragon scales, and leather strips. They have their own versions based on what race you are. There is an armor for human races, beast races, skeletons, bone men, and pretty much any skeleton race mod out there. Each set has its own name. There's the normal Dragon Priest set, then there's Azadal set, the Dukan set, and the Zakriosis set. Each has their own colors and an optional mask with hood or hood without mask. Each set looks amazing, but personally, I love the Dukan set because it is white and I feel like that just really screams skeleton since all skelly bones are white. I really like the details in this mod. It overall really suits a skeleton character and looks really good. The quality is high and it just makes me feel like a way more badass Skelly. I rate this mod 8 Skellies out of 10 just because there's some clipping issues that are most likely my fault because I have an animation mod for my female characters so they don't look like lifeless action figures when they walk, stand, run, jump, or pretty much do anything. Anyway, before we get into our next mod, I think it's appropriate that we get a weapon for Skelly Bloodreina. So let's grab the Wabbajack, because Dragon Priest use staffs and Skelly Bloodreina is cosplaying as a Dragon Priest, so she should have a weapon to fit the costume. Now that we have a weapon, let's move on to our next mod.
Number 3.
I do love being a skeleton, but you know what takes away from being a skeleton? When you turn into a vampire lord and you are no longer a skeleton. It's just simply unimmersive. Well, not anymore with the Vampire Lord Replacer mod, which turns your vampire form into a Skelly form. This mod sadly doesn't add anything other than looks, which does take away from it, but is still cool to become a giant Skelly and run around draining blood and slapping people with your Skelly claws. I am slightly annoyed that when your Skelly Lord is on the ground, it doesn't make Skelly sounds like the Skelly race does, which earns this mod a mere 5 Skellies out of 10, which is sad, but without this mod, you won't be a Skelly Lord, so it's still decent. Now, as a Skelly, it gets kinda lonely. Not many humans or even beasts will hang around a fleshless person like Skelly Bloodreina.
Number 4.
But we can always hang around other Skellies, so we must go to Falkreath to find our new Skelly companions, which are inside of a book, the Summonable Skeleton Warrior. This mod adds a spell book in the back corner of the inn in Falkreath. It is a novice conjuration spell that costs 44 magicka to cast. This spell summons 3 skeleton warriors to fight for you and make all the skeleton noises. These skeletons are pretty damn strong for a couple of weak-boned skellies. They do only last for 120 seconds though, which takes away from the whole experience, but since they make skelly noises, this mod gets 10 skellies out of 10 just based off the skelly noises. Now, as I stand here, I count 1, 2, 3, 4 skellies. But This is top 5 Skeleys, not top 4.
Number 5.
So for our next Skelly, we will go to Whiteland, where we should find a young Skelly named Lucia. Now, for whatever reason, I can't find her here, so I will go hop onto a different character which has already adopted this young Skelly. This mod turns a young Lucia into a Skelly, which is just beautiful. Seeing a Skelly family really warms the bony hearts of Skellies around the world. This only does retexture the head and hands of the child, which is fine because no one should be removing a child's clothing in any situation. And this mod really makes sure to protect the young Skelly child's body from Skelly creeps, making it impossible to remove her clothing, which on normal children is possible. I just realized someone had to sit there and design a child in underwear. I feel bad for that guy. There must have been lots of jokes around the office after the news got out that Jonathan worked on a naked child. Anyway, this mod finally completes the top 5 Skellies mod review and adds the 5th Skelly. This mod deserves an 8 out of 10 Skellies, and that's all for now. SuperGod, signing out.
Grow. You'll know the Dragonborn comes. Dovahkiin, everybody let's sing. I don't know all the words, so I'm making them up. Da 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 na 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 na. Dovahkiin, na 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 na.